Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. Today I'm going to be filming my intro for the Throwback 30 project pan. This is a Fantastic Ladies collab project that was created by Jessica Lee. This project pulls prompts from 30 different project pans, past and present. It kind of helps with the FOMO, helps us to keep from overcommitting to too many projects, which is hard to manage for anybody. Speaking of which, I actually seriously considered not joining this project. I'm already a couple months late on this intro, which I knew is what was going to happen. Last few months of my life, well, since I had a baby, since having a baby about 5 months ago, my life has just been wild. And I still don't know if it's the wisest thing for me to join this project. But I just decided to just jump in and see how it goes. It is a year-long project. Obviously, I only have 10 months. It's a 10-month project for me at this point. It started on July 28th of this year, and it goes until July 28th of next year. Because it's such a long-term project, I find it very overwhelming if I roll everything in at once. So I'm only going to be rolling a few things in at a time. You are going to see a fair number of mini products, a few gimme products, and some usage goals. More usage goals this time around than I did last year. Last year, I really tried for full-size products and I tried for completion goals for most of them. This year, I'm a little bit less confident that that's going to work into my life at the moment, but I still really do want to participate in this project. So I feel like I'm going to be modifying it just a little bit. We're going to have some more realistic usage goals. We're going to have a few more of these mini products that I'm rolling in, or deluxe size products that I need to get used up just to make this project a little bit more realistic for me right now at this point in my life. So the first product that I'm rolling into this project is for 50 Shades of Black, and that is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Muted Mauve Lip Liner. I am rolling this in for 50 uses, which is a lot of uses. But we've got 10 months to get it done. I am working on a couple other lip liners as well in other projects, but I feel like 50 uses, especially for a liner that I like as much as this one. This is just a really pretty kind of cool nudie color on me. It is very, very similar to the Makeup by Mario lip liner in Smoky Pink. If you already own that, I don't think you need this one, but I did not realize that until after I had already purchased them. So, I mean, I love the Smoky Pink, so I'm bound to love the Muted Mauve. Then for 50 Shades of Brown, I am rolling in my NARS Laguna Lip Balm to complete. This is a tiny little deluxe product, and there is only that much product left. But this has been sitting in my drawer for longer, so embarrassingly long, and I have not yet finished it. So I'm rolling this one in to complete. For 50 Shades of Green, I have another mini that's coming, and this is my Vanilla Zero, Clean It Zero. What is it called? The Vanilla Clean It Zero Pore Clarifying Cleansing Balm. So this is the pore clarifying one. This is brand new. I bought it in a little set of several others. I gave a couple to a friend. I really do enjoy the Vanilla Zero cleansing balm. I used to have a big size of the pink one, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this one in to finish as well. Then for 50 Shades of Pink, we've got another mini. This is the Ofra Mini Liquid Lipstick in the shade Pasadena. It's swatched right there. So this is Muted Mauve from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the lip liner that I'm rolling in. This is Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink, which you can tell is a little pinker, and this is Pasadena here. So that's what it looks like. It's a really, really pretty shade. I don't know why I have not managed to get through this yet, but we are rolling it in to complete. Then we are skipping down to I Heart the 90s. I chose the prompt Friends, which is a product you took a break from. For that, I am rolling in my Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. I have this in the shade Latte 300N. I purchased this back in April and I just loved it. Now, that was around the time that I had my baby, so I wasn't wearing makeup on a daily basis, but I did use this quite a few times and really, really was enjoying this foundation. Then, for whatever reason, on a whim in July, I picked up the Tier Red Mask Fit Liquid Foundation on a Prime Day. It was a Prime Day sale, I think is what it was. I picked it up for $17 off of Amazon, and I ended up falling in love with that foundation so hard through the summer that I could not put it down and go back to the Huda. I just could not. I could not make myself put that foundation down. I actually did a full review and a 2-day wear test on that foundation. If you guys want to check that out, I will put that up over here. However, spoiler alert, I really, really love that. So it's been a minute since I picked up this Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation, and I am eager to get back to it, especially as we're moving into the fall and the winter. I don't find that this wears poorly on me at all, but it doesn't have the bulletproof wear. The Tear just lasts like nothing else I've ever used, ever. This one doesn't have quite the longevity of the Tear, but as the weather is kind of cooling down, I don't really need that kind of longevity either. So I think this is a perfect time to end the break and get back to using the Easy Blur. And I'm gonna stretch myself a little bit here, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll this in to complete. Last, I'm gonna be rolling in an eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadow palettes usually are not things that I like to roll into projects because I am technically working on a palette this year, which I haven't updated it. So I am working on it. If I am going for quick makeup and there's going to be something I drop from my routine, it's going to be eyeshadow. So I am very slow getting through eyeshadow. That makes it really, really hard to meet any goals on a palette. At the same time though, I have this beautiful eyeshadow palette collection that I want to just get more use out of, but I don't want to focus too hard on any one palette. I want the freedom to just bounce around. And so I am going to be rolling in a couple of eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to be rolling them in No Pan Left Behind style. And the first one I'm going to roll in is for the project is Panning Cats and Dogs. I chose Labrador/Golden Retriever for something I had to hunt down, and that is my ABH Norvina palette. This is a palette that I purchased just as it had been discontinued and the last of the stock was going, and I had to search. It was already gone from the ABH website, and I had to hunt this down because I had been eyeing it for years at that point, and finally decided to pull the trigger, and I'm so glad that I did. I love this palette. I love it. I love it. It is probably my favorite ABH palette. I think their Jackie Aina palette technically is a better palette, but I personally enjoy this one the most of all of ABH's palettes. Just love this palette. It is so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and roll this in No Pan Left Behind ×2. So basically, I'm going to use this until I have used every single shade twice. And that way I will be able to get some good use on it, then move on and enjoy another one of the many palettes that I have in my collection that are waiting to get some love. So the next one is a little bit funny if you have seen my deck of panning project pan, because I chose all of these items that I'm rolling in now before I filmed the deck of panning project pan. In that update, I pulled a prompt for astrology, the astrology prompt, where I had to roll in something for my astrology sign. And I rolled in a red lipstick. And I'd kind of forgotten that for this project, I had pulled, for the Zodiac project pan, I had pulled the prompt Scorpio. The colors are deep red and maroon, and for that I'm rolling in the Give Me Glow lip liner in Sweater Weather, which is this really, really pretty deep red lip liner that is going to match, it's right there, which is going to match pretty much perfectly with the red lip that I just rolled in for my deck of panning. So that is a happy coincidence there. The last thing that I'm rolling into this project today, so there are quite a few prompts left, but to avoid overwhelm, I'm just going to be rolling in a few things at a time. And at my next update, I will roll in a few more. But the last one I'm rolling in today is for the project Turn and Burn, which is a project where you focus on your samples, your one-use products, your gimme products, your deluxe-sized products, etc., etc. The idea is to turn and burn through those products and get through all of your little sample sizes. For that project, I'm rolling in my Oliver Lavender Exfoliating Foot Mask. This is a single-use product that has been sitting in my drawer for probably a couple of years now. We'll see how dried out it is when I bust this one out. But this is a single-use product. It shouldn't be too much of trouble to get this one done. I just have to make myself do it. So those are all the products we are rolling in today. I will be rolling in a few more at my next update. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.